Hello everyone, it's that teacher here, and today's lesson is going to be in division. Level 3, let's start learning. Welcome back to the channel everyone. We're going to begin our lesson on division level 3. Now level 3 is the third lesson in our series on division on this channel. So if you haven't seen the previous 2 episodes, go and check them out if you're more of a beginner. But let's get straight into it. So division is the action of separating something into parts or the process of being separated. I thought I'd include a cool little picture here of how division occurs in nature. Naturally, you can see that boulder there split in 2, divided into 2. So I thought that was really cool, beautiful picture. Let's get started. So if you're at level 3, I'm gonna assume that you know your times tables. So this is just here to remind you, keep practicing your times tables. Your division skills will only improve. Now, for this lesson, we're going to focus on 4-digit by 1-digit division. So it's slightly harder, but we just follow the same process and we can't go wrong. So in the question, 3,743 divided by 7. We need to see how many 7s can fit into that 3. The answer would be 0. So we combine the number here. You put a 0 up top there, and you combine the number, which is now 37. It's no longer 3. We couldn't use that. We have to combine it to 37. Now, how many 7s fit evenly into 35? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So that would be 5. Now, we've used 35 of the 37 numbers that we have here. So there would be 2 remainders. That little 2 just goes next to the 4 in the tens column. Now the new number for that would be 24 because we've moved the remainder across. We need to include it. So that new number now is 24. How many 7s can fit evenly into 24? That answer would be 3, 7, 14, 21, 28. That's too many. We need to go backwards. So 21 would be 3 7s can fit evenly into 21. So you put a 3 there. Now we've used 21 of the 24 numbers. So 22, 23, and 24. We have 3 remainders. That's how you work it out. Don't count the 21. So if you went 21, 22, 23, 24, you would be wrong. You can see I'm holding up 4 fingers. That would be 4 remainders, which is wrong. So 22, 23, 24, there's 3 left over. So the last number is 33. How many 7s can fit evenly into 33? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35 is too many. Go back to 28. So 4. Now you've used 28 of the 33 numbers here. So the remainder would be 5. So that's just an example, just to show you. Now we're going to go through a second example here using our 8 times table. So like I said, practice those times tables because when you get questions like this, they're a breeze. If you know your 8 times tables, you have no problem with a question like this. Now, similar situation as before. We cannot divide 6 by 8. So we need to put a 0 there and combine the next 2 numbers, which would be 68. So the new number 68, how many 8s can fit into that? That would be 8, remainder 4. Because 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. You can see there's 4 remainders there. You put the 4 in front of the 3 in the tens column to make the new number 43. Now, how many 8s can fit evenly into 43? That would be 5. So 40. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. You've got 5. Now you've used 40 of the 43. So the remainder here would be 3. Finally, how many 8s can fit evenly into 35? That answer would be 4. So we've used 32 of the 35 numbers here. That means there's 3 remainder. Now, see what I'm saying? If you follow this simple process, division is easy. And if you know your times tables, it's even easier. You can literally just count it like I was on my fingers. Or if you're fantastic at your times tables, you'll just go, how many 8s can fit in 68? Boom, 8. So keep practicing. Let's move on. Now, I included a question like this because some of my students in the past have got confused. When they say, what do I do with all the zeros? You follow exactly the same process as you have previously and you can't go wrong. So I'm going to show you. How many 6s can fit evenly into 7? That would be 1. Now the remainder just goes in front of the 0 in the hundreds column. So the new number there is 10. How many 6s can fit evenly in 10? That would be 1. Now, there's 4 remainders because you've used 6 out of the 10 numbers, and then you have to think 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 4 remainders there. So the new number in the tens column, you put the 4 next to it, it would be 40. So how many 6s can fit evenly into 40? That would be 6, remainder 4, because 36, 6 times 6 is 36. If you went to the next one, it would be 42. It's too big. So you need to go back to 6, and 6 times 6 is 36. So you've got 4 remainders again. So you already know that last number would be 6. So you've got 1,166. However, there's one more step. You have used 36 out of the 40 numbers. So there would be 4 remainders. So hopefully that quick and easy process of division that I've shown you helps you. I've included a bunch of questions here for you. There are 4 questions for you. I've included the 5, 6, 7, 9 times tables, a variety of different challenges. So if you're at home working with your mom or your dad or someone at home, get a piece of paper, write the questions down, keep your numbers neat like I always tell you, and we'll go through the answers in a minute. While I have you here, thank you to everyone who's viewing the channel and subscribing. I really appreciate it. It's great to see all the feedback, the comments, the likes. I'm loving it. Thank you very much. So here are the answers. Now, I've shown you the answers to your questions. Hopefully you've done an amazing job. So we're gonna move on to fractional remainders in our next lesson. So division with fractions as the remainder. It's one little step up, but it's super simple. That will be division level 4. Thank you for watching this episode, this lesson. It's That Teacher. We'll see you at the next lesson.